What's up, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Box with Glassbox Hero, and that's me. My name is Danny. How you doing? Hope y'all are having a great Tuesday. I'm still getting kind of used to streaming on Tuesday myself. I used to stream on Saturdays, but here we are. If you're catching the replay, hey, how you doing? Thank you for watching the replay. But if you're here with me live, hey, don't be afraid to say hello in the chat and let me know that you're here. I know Fishery, Alex is streaming right now. Hopefully he'll be done pretty soon because I got a lot of stuff to share. This week has been, or this past week since last Tuesday or whatever has been, interesting for sure. I've had some ups and downs and lots of different stuff. Kind of waiting for a couple people to start rolling in here before I start explaining everything that's happening. You guys can probably just see his legs and stuff. Yeah, there he goes. My bearded dragon's super happy and healthy. I'd see he's got a nice big belly on him and stuff. He can fully support himself. His legs are nice and thick. He's a cool dude. I really enjoy my bearded dragon. He's almost the right size to start putting the bow tie on him that I bought. I'm just a little bit nervous to put it on him now because he's starting a little feisty and acting like he's gonna bite me and stuff. So I don't really want to get bit by him. But I did want to take a look at Home Depot or something like that about getting some artificial desert plants and stuff. Because I like the grass. I think it looks pretty good. I definitely want to add some more sand and stuff to his container. Sift out some of the hard stuff and all that. He's super active right now. It's awesome. I would pull him out, but I feel like he would want to jump off of me or something versus chill. But I want to add some more fake plants and stuff. And I was looking online and I was thinking about maybe ordering some. But sometimes the pictures just make stuff look so much better than what it really is and all that. So I figured what I could also do is just take a trip down to Home Depot and just find some fake succulents and stuff like that there, and then just plant them in the stuff. Because let me show you. I'm looking at some of this stuff, and this one right here, it looks pretty good, but then in person it might look bad, Artificial agave is 170. That must be huge because agave is a big plant. But yeah, if I got something like that, fake succulents. They sell that on Amazon, but I don't know what it would look like in person. If I can't find anything at Home Depot, I might try something on Amazon. But I know they have like stuff like this at Home Depot and whatever else. These little like fake assortments and stuff like that. So I'd like to add some more fake plants to the desert terrarium thing that I have going over here, since I don't think I'm gonna have any success trying to grow live cactus in there. So I can get some fake stuff and make it look a little bit better. Talking to myself, talking to myself. That's all right. Just talking to myself. Sometimes my birds really stress me out. Well, the birds don't stress me out, but like when I'm stressed out and I'm having like anxiety issues and stuff like that, they can really get to you, you know. If you need quiet, like they have to be willing to give it to you for sure. They're not, you can't just like, you can't just yell at a bird to stop because they're not going to. And it just is like a whole waste of energy, but sometimes I still find myself doing it. I want to get more art. I did a water change on the pond today. Drained like most of the water out and then just filled it back up. I didn't take like any of the leaves out or anything yet. I just wanted to clean out all the water first. That way, when I do start like disturbing the leaves and stuff like that, hopefully it doesn't like stink super hardcore. Because I'm probably just gonna have to actually like put some swim trunks on and just get inside the pond and start pulling stuff out by hand. There's a lot of stuff in there, and it's not going to be fun to get in there and start pulling out all those leaves, because who knows what else I'm going to like find and whatever else. I know it's going to be pretty bad. I'm going to have to like, I don't know, I guess figure out some way to like vacuum some of that sludge and whatever else out of there. And then I can line up some new rocks, well, my rocks and stuff like that that I got. Which, speaking of my pond, so my I got super lucky with my pond. Um, like the next day after my live stream, I believe it was Wednesday last week, it got super cold and super windy, and like all of a sudden, like I wake up the next day and I see this, and it's like, holy crap! there's a big old limb that fell from my maple tree and it's right on my pond. So I freak out at first, and then it's just like, but wait a minute, all the water is still in there and it looks like it's fine and it's laying perfectly across. So I immediately was like super relieved because it could have been so much worse. Like, it could have came down like straight because it fell like way up high, so it kind of bounced off some other limbs and stuff too, and luckily like missed the electric wire or some sort internet wire or something that was going across my yard. So it missed the wire. It fell on my pond, but it fell like properly to where it like didn't cause like any damage or anything to my pond. So like I got super lucky with that limb. Cause it really like he could have came down straight up and like just fell down and like impaled my liner, or like who knows like what else could have happened. Like it fell perfectly. I almost was like, I'll just leave it there and use it as a wood feature, but no, I didn't want to do that. And uh I gotta do a bunch of work on the pond anyway, and I didn't want that to be in the way. So I moved that the next day because it wasn't as cold the next day, so I was able to get out there and move it. I figured there's really no point in moving it right away, but now it's all good. I've done a water change on the pond. Everything seems to be fine. Um, I mean, there's no fish in there or anything like that. As far as I know, there's nothing alive in there other than maybe some, all the bacteria and whatever else. But luckily, I don't have to redo the whole liner and whatever else again. I have a bunch of new rocks that I'm gonna, add to like the sides and stuff to make sure that all of the liner is covered so that it doesn't get sun damage, and redo the waterfall. I think I want kind of. I'm gonna have to build like a mini basin or something, one little basin in there, so that I get a little bit of more like a water trickle and like features and stuff like that. Because it's pretty much just a little bitty stream going down, and while it worked, it didn't get a whole lot of water like flow, and yeah, I don't know. I might just actually have to get a bigger pump now as well, um, since it's a bigger pond. Have even more water flow than what I have. I should probably do that actually. We'll see what happens. When I go to Home Depot to get some stuff in the near future. I might go to Home Depot tomorrow. I have the day off tomorrow. My girlfriend's going to come over and we're going to spend the day together because she has off tomorrow too. And go get some brunch, go to the park and stuff, because it should be nice weather tomorrow. It's been nice weather the last couple days. I'm gonna double check or whatever, because I don't ever look at the weather. Okay. Yep. Tomorrow's supposed to be warmer than today. A little cloudy and stuff, but it's fine. So Sorry. So I've had issues updating um my Streamyard. Not Streamyard. My Rumble. Um it won't like automatically. It still is loading all the stuff from when I would stream with Gina and all that. So I need to do something to fix that. But anyway, it should be good now on Rumble. But yeah, so that's what's going on with my pond and all that. Now, what else do I want to pull up? So I had some really great pictures of all my fish in my saltwater tank. Look, everybody was looking really good. Everybody's looking healthy. No issues. Like, gorgeous tank. Everything looking clean and good. Had a little bit of cyanobacteria issues over here that was growing out, but I was kind of monitoring that. And everybody was getting along and seemed pretty good. I noticed the clownfish doing some, like, I don't know, some dancing and stuff and kind of shaking at each other and whatever else, but I figure that's just kind of what clownfish do. I don't really have a lot of experience with them, so I didn't think much of anything of it. But yeah, they're gorgeous fish. Unfortunately, when I came home from work on Sunday, to head out to go to karaoke and stuff, my clownfish were dead. And I didn't have time to like test my water like right then and there. Because I wanted to get out to do karaoke, but I did, pull them out of the tank and all that. And I can't find the body of my royal grandma anywhere. I can't find the royal grandma anywhere. So I have no idea if he's still alive. I'm assuming he's not because I have not seen him for like, 2 days now, 3 days. So because I didn't see him on Sunday when I pulled them out. I didn't see him on Monday and I haven't seen him today. So that's 3 days now total. And so I have no idea. I'm just assuming he's not there. And maybe that's what caused the clownfish to die too. But the thing is, all the hermit crabs are fine. All my snails are fine. And I even, like, I think it was Friday or Saturday, or I think it was Saturday, I added a fire shrimp. So the fire shrimp is fine. I know the fire shrimp didn't kill my clownfish. Or I added the fire shrimp on Wednesday or Tuesday or no. Thursday of last week, I bought the fire shrimp. Saturday, I came home from work and I added a couple more like small shells, and that was it. So it's just like maybe I startled the clownfish so much when I was like disturbing the tank on Saturday night, adding a couple shells, but that's it. Like they didn't show any signs of any stress or anything like that. They were eating just perfectly fine on Saturday and all that. I freaking hate daylight savings time. Like, I'm not necessarily, I don't know how just switching the label of what time it is, like, made my clownfish die, but that's the only thing that I can think of because I tested my water at work. Let's see, I found them Sunday. I tested my water at work yesterday, and like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I wasn't expecting to find anything anyway, since all the shrimp and the hermit crabs and snails and all that stuff, all of them are fine. I figured, invertebrates and stuff are more sensitive to the water than fish are. So I don't know why all my fish died and everything else is totally fine and my water seems to be fine. So I don't know. But I did get this cool video of the mystery hermit crab. Still not 100% sure what he is. I'm thinking probably a fuzzy one. That looks a little fuzzy. Weird music in the background is just the stuff I play for my cockatiels. But yeah, mystery hermit crab. Don't know what he is. If you have any idea, leave me a comment or whatever. If you have more experience with salt water than I do. But there's my fire shrimp. He looks good. In fact, I even had this whole thing going with my hermit crabs. I think my hermit crabs are trying to mate. And I think it's actually these two right here. So um I've been hearing this like weird sound that had been coming from a saltwater tank. It just was this like, I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but it was just this knocking. This constant knocking that was going on. It wasn't constant, but it would go on, and then I could never find anything going on in the saltwater tank. Now, I wasn't looking necessarily inside the tank, but I'm thinking, like, what could this knocking be? Like, could it be something with the pump? Could it be the heater, like, clicking on and off or something? Like, I didn't know what it was. And then one day I actually saw these two shells, these guys right here, which are now nicknamed, the blue one is Earl, the red one is Betty. If you guys have seen my short, I made just a joking short because he's been riding on her back and stuff around for like several days, and he had been knocking shells with her and riding around. So I made a joke or whatever that, he had cheated on her and she was trying to get away and all that stuff. And it's a funny short. A lot of people have used my sound from it to make their own shorts, which is kind of funny because people don't normally do that with my shorts. But I did a little bit of voice acting, so check it out. But they've been actually like, the two shells at the openings have been like facing into each other, and they've been like knocking back and forth. And I don't know how hermit crabs mate and all that stuff, but they don't appear to be like fighting per se, but they've definitely been knocking shells. And this is, a closer up image or whatever. I saw them in the back alleyway. So this is the update on, Earl and Betty's relationship. Is apparently, Betty has accepted Earl back and they're banging in the back alleyway. And, they're in the background, if you look there, there's another hermit crab spying on them. That must be the hermit crab that Betty was accusing Earl of cheating with. Whatever. Anyway, it's just all just good fun. So then, this is the picture I took in my tank after I took the clownfish out and cleaned off the glass because it had some brown diatom algae on the glass still. And you can see the cyanobacteria on the barnacles and stuff. So I recently took the barnacles out and some of that stuff, and so then I sent this video to my girlfriend, and she said it looked like he was doing like an Irish jig, and it is kind of funny. He does kind of look like that. But we did get some really cute clownfish in today. Little bitty ones. You can see how small they are compared to my hand. And we got this really cool rare one that came in. Now, if there were two that looked like that, I'd probably get those. But I'm going to stick with the black ones. You can see this one right here that has like the half pattern. I think I'm going to grab that one because there's another black one. I think it might be this same one that's in this bag that's kind of behind this other one where it only has like a half stripe on its second one and it doesn't have anything on its back tail. So it's a 1.5 striper, and then this one might be like a 2.5 striper sort of thing. So I want to get those two. But then, yep, there's another picture of my fire shrimp. I just took those just now. I took this picture just before the live stream as well. See, I need to kind of wipe off the salt and water marks on the front glass a little bit. But I removed the infected barnacle, and honestly, the big piece of barnacle just kind of started falling apart anyway, and it had some really big crevices, so I think maybe it was adding too big of like some dead spots in there, and also might have just had that cyanobacteria that had been like maybe living on it from who knows how long. So I got rid of that. I sucked out as much of the cyanobacteria as it could from like the sand and all that stuff, and then replaced a couple small pieces of the barnacle in there, moved the shell from over here to over there where the barnacles were, and just kind of rearranged some stuff a little bit. I like how it has much more of an opening now in the middle, which is probably something I was planning on doing anyway. When I started moving on to corals and all that, was kind of rearranging stuff just a little bit. But yeah, it's like now that it's like the fish died, and I had cyanobacteria, and so like I'm just sitting there like, man, I just need to like take down the whole tank and like start over. But it's like all my snails are fine. All my hermit crabs are fine. They're still changing shells and getting bigger, and apparently they're bagging shells in the back alleyway. So, And the shrimp that I just bought is doing totally fine. And I'm pretty darn sure that saltwater is going to be kind of the same as freshwater in the fact that invertebrates and all that are going to be like more sensitive to the water conditions than the fish are for the most part. So I'm not sure why all the fish died. Maybe they were more incompatible than I realized when I first got them. So now that the clownfish are like smaller and all that, they're just like little bitty ones that are half the size, if not a third of the size of the clownfish that I had before. Even though they don't have that really cool like open shark mouth sort of pattern on the side that Mr. Limpet had. Um, I can still get some decently cool pattern clownfish, and I think I might want to wait till we get like another Royal Grandma, because the one that we have right now, um, he doesn't look very good. He looks a little cut up and stuff like that. So I don't know. But I figure if I start with little bitty clownfish, if I get a Royal Grandma that's, twice their size, it won't really matter in the future if I do it the other way around. But I'm nervous to get the fish now. It's like I don't know what happened to my tank, and I guess it could just be the fish, but I don't know. I didn't see any signs of anything like strange or weird happening. They were just dead when I came home from work. And it's not like I had done like a water change or anything like the day before or anything, and like totally screwed up the salinity, so they died from that. Like I did a water change probably 4 days before they died. No, more than that, because they died on Sunday, and I did the water change on Tuesday of last week, the same way I did a water change on Tuesday today, because I wanted to make the tank look better for the live stream. So, yeah, that's a whole like 5 days. So I don't know why they would just mysteriously die like that. Especially, yeah, they were going for the food and all that just the day before they died. So, I don't know. Strange stuff. Is it possible that maybe I have like too much water power when the light's off, to where the fish are kind of being overworked when they're trying to like rest? I didn't even think about that. Like maybe I should hook up um the power head on the same timer as the light, so that the power head only comes on when the light's on. I don't know. I don't quite know what to do. I can't even think of that as to why my fish died. Like, yeah, I guess the Royal Grandma could like put itself into like, a little crevice area or a barnacle or something like that to rest. Whereas the clownfish, I guess, wouldn't do that or didn't do that. I don't know. But they're all gone as far as I know. I can't find the royal grandma. I even poked something down into the rock where he could have been, and I didn't necessarily feel anything. It didn't necessarily feel like rock when I was kind of poking down in there. So I don't know. Yep, I just really don't know what could happen that would have killed the fish without killing the invertebrates. I changed the filter, but the water's fine. Like, I tested the water, it came out fine. So yeah, I don't really know. Let's see. If I point directly at him from my angle, it looks like I'm pointing at the plant. Pointing at him from the camera angle, looks like to me I'm pointing at this group of plants up here. Oh, that's funny. Well, yesterday, when I was yesterday was a really rough day for me because I woke up and was just I had a really awesome Sunday night. Other than my clownfish dying before I went out to karaoke, me and my girlfriend just had a great time out at karaoke and just an all around awesome night. And then I wake up the next day and I'm just kind of feeling lazy or whatever because I stayed up late. So I just kind of kept chilling in bed for a while. And then I end up looking over at my phone and like, because I was going to get up and like do a water test and stuff on my fish tank. And I get up and I see that I have like a text message from my girlfriend. She's having like a really rough day and all that. I'm just trying to like comfort her, and I'm like feeling like I just don't have enough time to do anything. So I start going through like a panic attack. And then my friend Libby ends up like texting me in the middle of all this stuff when I'm texting back and forth with my girlfriend, trying to like, help her have a better day and all this stuff and go work through some different problems and stuff. And because her ex-husband is just being a complete jack off. And so he, well, anyway, So my friend Libby texts me, and like yesterday was March 10th, so she's like, have a Super Mar 10, which if you look at it, it's like looks like Super Mario, and there was like a picture of Mario attached to it. So I was all like, I hope the rest of my day is better because not having a great morning so far. And then I end up getting a call from my boss that I'm late to work. I was supposed to be in at 1 in the afternoon. I thought I was supposed to be in at 2 in the afternoon. He must have called me at like 10 after 1 or something like that because I was still able to get in by like 1:35 or so. But yeah, so I felt bad because I show up late to work and I'm just having like, a rough morning and all that stuff and just trying to, you know, help her feel better. And I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to work, but then all of a sudden it's like Gina and my boss, Brian, are getting ready to leave. And like right when they're getting ready to leave, Animal Supply comes around and they have a truck of 40 boxes of frozen food and fresh food for dogs and a little bit for cats and stuff too. And so it's just like Gina and Brian both hopped up back on the clock and helped us like get through that, or helped me get through that, I guess. And I'm so glad they did because there was like the frozen area had a whole reset that was supposed to be done with the product that was coming in. So some of the shelves weren't in the right place and everything had to be all moved around and all that stuff. So 40 boxes of all that crap, having to do the reset and like all this different stuff and having to like count it all out by hand because that's just what you have to do with Animal Supply and all that. Like, I would have had another full blown panic attack there at work, and I don't know what would have happened if Gina and Brian weren't there to help me get all through that stuff. So I'm very thankful for them. I don't want to be a burden to my job. I want to be like where they feel like they need me there. But yeah, it's hard when your personal life starts, eating into your work time. I try not to necessarily let that happen, but sometimes it just does because I can't. I just feel bad if I know my girlfriend is at work crying in the bathroom and there's like nothing I can really do about it. So, anyway, I am going to have a great day with her tomorrow. And then after spending an entire day with her, I'm going to finally meet her parents. She met my parents. That went great. She'll be meeting more of my family in the near future. And so I'm meeting her parents. Her brother and sister-in-law have invited us over for a game night in like April, so that will happen a little bit further down the road. Though I've already met her sister-in-law because her sister-in-law was one of the people that came out as a friend to my brother's fiance. So there's a weird sort of like love circle thing going on where Katie, my girlfriend's sister-in-law, is super excited that she might like be in a weird way end up sort of related to Gabby, which is my brother's fiance, and they're like best friends and all that stuff too. So, I mean, though there's no like legal connection or anything like that, it is still an interesting idea to think about that you're even more connected to your best friend. It's a pretty cool idea. My one of my great uncles and my grandfather were actually married to sisters, which I thought was cool. Um, so yeah, my sister, I'm sorry, my grandmother and my aunts were sisters, and my grandfather and my uncle were brothers, and they married sisters. So that's always something that's like interesting. Well, how do you end up that way and all that stuff? And well, back in the day, there wasn't all the internet datings and stuff, and reaching out into the further areas of towns. You just kind of dated and saw whoever was close to you and all that back then. Which, in a way would be nice, I guess. But I got super lucky with my relationship. Everything between us is awesome. Communication's on point. Attraction is on point. Uh, Political views. We can just basically talk about anything. She actually understands what I mean, even if I use like some of the wrong words and whatever else. It's really nice. So I got super lucky. I've had several people popping in over the last, 45 minutes or so. Nobody's said anything in the chat, which is just a little frustrating because I do like to kind of work off the chat a little bit, and it's hard to work off the chat when there is no chat. But whatever. I think there's Alex might still be streaming, and who knows who else streams on Tuesday nights. Oh, Bentley's streaming on Tuesday. Chris is streaming. Alex is still streaming. Aha. Well, that's probably why I never did Tuesday nights before. Oh well. People can always watch the replay if they want to. Stopped at 7 Brew again today. My girlfriend got me addicted to that. If you guys have never been to 7 Brew, you have to check it out. I'm not sure if you guys have a 7 Brew anywhere near you. But they have a little bit of everything as far as drinks. Black Mamba 7 Energy, so you might have one near you. So they have their coffee drinks that you can do hot or iced or even as like a frappe sort of shake. all that stuff. Chai lattes. So my girlfriend always gets the chai latte, and then with the flavors, she adds the brown sugar cinnamon. So that's really, really good. They have all these different flavors and stuff that you can use to um, enhance your drink in any sort of way. But so they have that. They have energy drink style where you can kind of make your own. You can make your own like soda as well with any sort of flavor. They have teas. They have lemonades where you can make your own flavored lemonade. They have shakes. They have smoothies. I really like the Blue Palm smoothie. That's what I keep getting over and over. I do need to try some other stuff. So I think next time I go, I'm going to finally try. Let me get the white chocolate mocha. And then down here, definitely got to add some, where is it? Peppermint. Yeah. Got to add the peppermint. And then, let's see. Probably just the peppermint. Yeah. Add some pepper. You can adjust the sweetness. You can make it sugar-free, cold foam, milk alternative, extra shots. So yeah, I have not tried any of their coffee yet, but their smoothies have made me like totally forget about Smoothie King. So definitely check them out. What's up, Adele? Good to see you. Just got a text message. Got to make sure it's not important. Okay. So this place that I've been going out to do karaoke before. I haven't gone out recently in a while to this place, but it's called Brewski's, and it's a little drive, and it's where I went for the competition that I was in. They had really, really good food, these champion wings that were just phenomenal. And I just realized that the restaurant that's like really, really close to my house, it's another like bar and grill. It's owned by the same people and it has almost the exact same menu and everything. So I don't have to drive all the way 45 minutes out or whatever to get there anymore. I can just drive freaking 5 minutes down the road and get some champion wings, man. Those wings are so good. They have great flavor, whether you just get like the sweet and tangy ones or you get the like the hot and spicy ones. They also have like garlic parm wings, I think, which I haven't tried those, but man, they're like buffalo wings or whatever are so good. And their champion wings, like the ones that aren't like the hot and spicy, they're really like there's maybe just a tiniest bit of like heat that comes out, but they really are like a sweet and tangy. Like it's more about the flavor of the wing versus like heat or anything like that. So if you are, super weak on what sort of like heat you can handle, you can still enjoy the full flavor of these wings without, burning your mouth off or anything like that. So definitely some good food. In fact, crap. Well, it's probably too late unless I ordered food and went there to like pick it up. But their kitchen might close at 9. I'm not sure what time the kitchen closes there, Irma Jeans. But I want some of those wings now. Like hardcore want some of those wings. And some of the macaroni and cheese. They have some really good macaroni and cheese. I wonder. In fact, well, I'm sitting here on my computer. Let me just go ahead and look. Irma Jeans. Can I order food? Probably can. Menu. So you got some good food. Wonder. Hmm. Oh well, I probably can't order it, at least not off their website. But man, they do have some really good food. They got catfish. This sandwich called the Warhog is really, really good. It's pulled pork with pepper jack cheese, pepperoncinis, and Carolina barbecue sauce on sourdough bread. Oh my god, so good. Ah, crap. I might have to go get some food in Irma Jeans. No, I need to save money. I have food here at the house. Food here at the house. I can go to Irma Jeans some other time and take my girlfriend. Anyway, guys, I don't have much anybody in chat and I don't have anything to say, so I'm not going to sit around for a whole nother hour and get my yap on. So I appreciate you all that did kind of come around. Even though like only Adele actually said hi. If you watch the replay, which probably most of you are, that are listening to me talk in this current very moment of your reality, thank you. And maybe you can catch me live next time. So, all right, everybody. I'm hungry. I'll see you later.